Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing the horror tag because I've been wanting to do this one for about 3 months now. So I'm going to be doing it now for you today because I've got like an hour before I need to meet my friends because I'm getting pierced today, which would be quite cool anyway. So yeah, let's just get started. So question number 1 is, what is your favourite horror movie? Oh, I have lots of horror favourites, but I think my first ever favourite would have to be Psycho. You know, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, because that was just amazing, and I love the sort of idea of it, and I think it's really fun to watch, and it's very it kind of keeps you on your toes a bit, and I think it's just amazing, and it's just so great. I do also like the 1931 Universal Monsters horror Frankenstein. I think that movie is just so great, and he's just so cute, isn't he? Like, if you have seen it, you'll know how cute he is, and Frankenstein is my favourite monster anyway, so obviously you can tell by my my channel name, because he's just so perfect. Okay, so I just realised that when I was recording I didn't say another few of my favourite horror movies, so I think I'm going to need to include them. I also like Interview with the Vampire and Sweeney Todd. They're also my favourites as well. I also love Pan's Labyrinth. I do like A Nightmare on Elm Street. I like The House of Frankenstein, The Phantom of the Opera. So yeah, there are a few more of my favourites. Question number 2. If you were in a horror movie, how far do you think you would get? 5 minutes, halfway, all the way, or to the end credits? I think I'd probably either get like halfway or something, or to the end maybe, because I'll probably just hide the entire time and just, you know, because even when I hear a creak in the house, I'm literally I don't even go down. I just, nope, not for me. So I don't know, if the killer finds me, I'll probably be dead in 5 minutes, but if he doesn't, then I'll probably live out to the end. Number 3, what is your favourite scary video game? My favourite scary video game would probably either be the Resident Evils, and I'm not really sure if they class as horror, but I also love the Silent Hills for the PS2. I think my favourite is Silent Hill 4, but that's my favourite. I also do PT, the Silent Hills demo, which hurts my heart that it's now cancelled and it's not going to happen anymore. But they're sort of my favourite horror games. I don't really play that many anymore, but I used to when I was very little. Number 4, what's your favourite scary story? I don't know anything about scary stories. Does this mean real life stories, or I don't know. But I do have a favourite sort of horror investigation, it's quite crime scene story sort of thing. If you've ever heard of the Black Dahlia, that is my favourite. If you don't know who she is, she was a victim in the 1940s. She was very suspiciously mutilated, and she was cut in half, and she had a Chelsea grin and stuff, and I don't know, I just love that story a lot. I think it's really interesting. Yeah. Number 5, what's one unusual thing that you are afraid of? I am really I'm really afraid of clowns. I'm not sure if that's unusual or not, because I know a lot of people are, but I just freak the fuck out whenever I see a clown. I am also scared of, I don't want to say the darkness, but I am very scared of things that I can't see right in front of me. It's just, no, I can't deal with that. I have to see exactly at least something in front of me to be able to, you know, cope. So I don't think I'm scared of the dark, I'm just scared of, you know, not being able to see, if that's unusual. What is your first horror movie you remember watching? I don't know if these go under horror, but I think I remember the first horror movie I watched was Resident Evil. I'm not sure if they go under horror movies, but they, you know, it's zombies and stuff, so I guess they kind of do. Other than that, I think the first horror movie I watched was possibly Scream. That's one of my favourites as well. But if, you know, if you count Resident Evil as my first one, then, you know, that's the first one, and if you don't, Scream was the first one. What's your favourite horror movie genre? I really like the slasher sort of films. I think they're really funny, and they're all sort of I know they're all kind of the same, but I just think it's really funny when everyone just like, you know, she suddenly trips over and, you know, gets murdered, and it's really funny, I think, watching people get murdered. So yeah, I think slasher films are my favourite, but I also like the supernatural horror films. I think, other than Paranormal Activity, I think that's absolute shite, but you know, movies like, I don't know, which ones did I like? Oh, I don't know. But I did quite like it, and it was like a supernatural film. I do also like the monster horror movies with like, you know, the Universal monsters. Frankenstein is my favourite film. Nearly, it's like under Psycho. It's like, it's so great, and he's just, oh, he's so adorable. And you know, my favourite ever scene is the graveyard right at the beginning. It's just such a pretty graveyard, and I would love to go to one that looks like that. Number 5, what's the last horror movie that actually scared you? I don't think I've ever been scared of a horror movie, like none of them. I mean, some of them have made me jump, and if you want to consider that one, I think it was Sinister 2 when I went to see it in the cinema. That one made me jump a little bit. Also Insidious 3. I don't know, when you're at the cinema you jump a lot more than when you would do when you're watching it in the house, and I think it's just because you can actually feel it under your feet, and it's much louder. So yeah, like, I'm not really scared of them, but you know, I can tell you one that really like grossed me out the first time I watched it was The Hills Have Eyes. I remember I was like 12 when I first watched that, and I was like, ugh, this is awesome. But yeah, like, I don't know, I've never been scared. Who is your ultimate scream queen? I think this is a very iconic answer to say, but Janet Leigh, you know, she plays Marion Crane from Psycho. She is just remarkable, really. You know, she's very iconic for her like shower scene, which was, I don't know, Janet Leigh would probably be my favourite. What's your favourite on-screen kill? Oh, my favourite on-screen kill will probably have to be oh, actually, I don't know, I think probably when on Tremors, if you've ever seen Tremors, there's the what's his name? He has a yellow t-shirt on and a little baseball cap, and he dies literally seconds after doing like a really funny scene. I'll link that down in the description actually. I also do like when Kevin Bacon dies on Friday the 13th. I think that's really funny because I actually like Kevin Bacon. I like a lot, so seeing him die on Friday the 13th was quite funny. Oh, also I also like it when Johnny Depp dies on Nightmare on Elm Street. I think that one was really good as well. What's your favourite horror franchise? I do love the Psychos. I like all of the Psychos. I think they're really good. I do also like, I would say A Nightmare on Elm Street, but I think the other one's a complete shite, so I'm not going to say that one actually. Probably the Psycho franchise, I have no idea, because I don't know, with a lot of films, like the first one would be absolutely amazing and the rest of them would be complete shit, so I don't know, the only one that's really kind of impressed me is Psycho, or Wrong Turn. I do like the other Wrong Turns, but yeah. Who's your favourite horror director? I do like Guillermo, I can't pronounce his name actually, Guillermo del Toro. He's the one who Pan's Labyrinth and Mama, and he was going to direct Silent Hills, which is the new horror video game that got cancelled, which is like hurts my heart a little bit. So I think he's one of my favourites. I do also love Wes Craven and Alfred Hitchcock. I think they're my top 3, just because how much I love the Screams. Oh yeah, the Scream franchise. That would be. Why didn't I think of that one actually? Yeah, the Scream franchise and Wes Craven, Guillermo del Toro. I really can't pronounce his name, but I love him. And Alfred Hitchcock. No, they're all the questions, guys. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you all in my next video. So, bye!